So Paul, we've been getting a question about the video that Doug did with the SR200s and using the bifin, asking how much pressure to set these nozzles at, and then talking about the louvers that go on the end of the sprayers. Tell me about how much pressure you want to kind of get a good fog out while you're doing it.
Let's start with these, Andy. This is a diffuser, so it equally diffuses in all four directions. This one obviously would go up,
okay,
and then the other one, of course, would go down. I use the equal diffuser because it covers in all directions. Now, when we get to the settings on the nozzle, what that is a flow control coming out of the tank. It determines the amount of material that reaches the airstream to be fogged. When I'm fogging, I usually set mine at 4. But if I go into flowers or shrubs and I happen to bring in a geranium, we want to keep the bifin out of the flower region, but we can turn that dial down to 1 to 2, and then fog down around the bottom of the plant, down here, and it will not affect the flowers. We just don't want to put the bifin in the flowers. Now,
and that's because of the bees.
Because of the honeybees. Now, one other thing, if you have a deck or a wooden structure that you need to get under, particularly a deck where you have wet, sappy, juicy soil, there is a species of mosquito that will lay its eggs in that and pupate and come out of that. So what I do is I turn it up to 6 because I want more flow. I want more fog boiling in there, and I'll fog underneath that deck and then let the bifin settle, and then that'll take care of any mosquitoes or anything in that. So the bottom line is that dial from 1 to 6, 1 being the least and 6 being the greatest, is just a way for you to set that based upon where you are. Again, in flowers and things like that, use it 1 or 2. Just your general fogging 4. And then any place where you really need to get it, and particularly where you can't just easily reach, you can push that up to 6 and roll it in there, fog it in there so that it will settle and give you good control.
That's awesome. Thank you, Paul.